Oh hey, I'm Joyce Look and welcome to Seasoned. Today we're going to be making tuxedo pasta. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get pasta. I'm using bow tie pasta because otherwise it wouldn't be tuxedo pasta. You're going to cook it according to the instructions on the box and make sure to salt the water. That's going to give it some base flavor since this is going to be the base of our dish. The next thing you're going to want to do is lubricate the pasta with some oil. I've got a little bit of olive oil and you don't need much. Okay, we're going to give this a good toss. And also, side note, I've kind of let this pasta cool a little bit just because a lot of the items we're going to be putting in are cold, so I don't want it to be super, super hot. All right, so once you see that the pasta is glistening, we know that this has been coated really well. And the next thing we're going to add is the tomatoes. I've already halved them. They're just small grape tomatoes. I think about a package will do, but we'll toss it in and see what it looks like. Okay, yeah, this whole thing can definitely go in. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add in some cucumbers. What I've done for these is I've cut them in little circles and then I'm gonna cut them in about 8 little triangles and I'll demonstrate how. I start out just by cutting it straight down the center, doing the same thing again. And this is where it gets a little tricky. You're just gonna cut each individual ones of these, again, down the center, to make sure that the pieces are small enough and that they're bite-sized and they're not super, super big, because it'll kind of stand out in this dish. All right, we'll add these to the ones that I've already cut. And now we're gonna mix them in. This was about half of a cucumber. And again, before I put the whole thing in, I'm just gonna mix it around and see what it looks like. And again, this could use the whole half of the cucumber, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest in. All right, so good so far. So far, so good. Okay. The next thing I'm gonna add is mint. Now, if you're not really familiar with using mint, it's okay. It adds a lot of flavor, but there's a special way that I'm gonna cut it. So what I've done is I've removed these leaves from the stem and I've stacked them on top of each other. The next thing we're gonna do is once they're stacked, we're gonna roll them. Once we have them rolled, we're gonna take our knife and we're just gonna cut in a diagonal line. As thinly as possible, of course, but it's not a big deal. Once I finish that, I'm gonna add that to the other mint that I've already done. And you'll see that the way that we cut it kind of made it into these long little shreds, and it just adds for presentation value, so that's why I did it that way. I'm gonna sprinkle this on. Get the last bit. All right, we're gonna mix this in too. Okay, the next thing is some cheese. I myself took me a little bit of time to kind of ease into eating cheeses because I didn't really like all of them, but this is one that's really grown on me and it really tastes good with this dish. I'm using feta cheese. By itself, it can be a little bit strong, but when it's mixed in with the right ingredients, it's really good. I'm gonna toss this before I put the rest in. Already, this is starting to look really good. Matter of fact, I pushed the filming of this up because I was about to eat it and I knew we needed to go on the show, so we did this immediately. I'm gonna add in the rest. And try to distribute this evenly because this cheese is a little bit sticky, and once it kind of gets in one spot, it might stay there. So you kind of wanna spread it out over the whole thing. Awesome, this looks good. All right, and that's gonna be one of our big flavor boosters, but we have yet another one. I'm gonna use some lime. Again, you know, just using the zest of different kinds of citrus is something that was kind of new to me. I just never really did it. But once I started doing it, I really couldn't stop because it's really, really good. I'm just using a cheese grater because I don't have a zester, but this works just as well. And you just kind of rotate the lime about. I'm just gonna go around just the middle of it, and that should be enough for us. Be careful not to let your hands get too close to this grater, because it can be painful. I've done it before. All right, let's move this, toss this zest in. And again, you know, a little zest goes a long, long way. It is really potent, so you don't need a lot of it. All right, and I'm gonna take my chances. I'm gonna actually cut this lime in half and see if I can get some juice. I can tell it's a little bit underripe, but we'll see. And cut this in half. Maybe, we'll see. Hey, look, I'm getting a little bit. I have a little bit of some lime juice here, and I'm only gonna use about half a capful because I did get some juice out, so I don't need a lot. And again, we're gonna toss this and make sure that everything is evenly distributed in this lime. All right, that looks like it's pretty good. And at this point, we're basically done. And we're just gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper to our liking, and we should be ready to go. I always like to encourage people to add the salt incrementally because, you know, if there's not enough salt, you can always add some. But once you go overboard, you can't really do anything about it, and basically the dish is ruined. I'm actually gonna try a little bit. That actually is enough salt. Now for some pepper. All right, give this a good toss. All right, and believe it or not, we're actually already done. We can actually try some. And let's taste this and see how it goes. I want a little bit of everything. I definitely love tomatoes, so I definitely want that in there. Get some of this cucumber. This is really good. Definitely has that kind of Mediterranean feel, and I think what's really doing it is the feta cheese. I've tried this recipe before with lemon, but I think I like the lime. I think I like it a little bit better. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you liked what you saw. Please like us, subscribe, and visit our Facebook page.